Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga. We're back with another transfer market update video, and it's been happening and hottening up, and it just gets hotter. 2 more weeks, get 20 days, or less than 20 days now left for the transfer window to close, and the drama is just hotting up. These are the players that we're going to talk about. Manchester United finally getting the deal through for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He is on his way to West Ham. It's a deal agreed. And he had been the clog, basically, for Manchester United, because they had to get people out before they got people in. And Wan-Bissaka was a key person there, because they wanted to kind of have him out so that they could get somebody in. And the deal is done for Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham. It's a here we go, guys. This deal is done. An absolute. They wanted him. West Ham wanted that deal, and they have got their man. Of course, it's led to a lot of speculation regarding what's been happening. Can that deal actually go through? What's like, how long will this take and stuff and so on. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham. It's a here we go. That was the trigger for a couple of more things for Manchester United to kind of deal and get through. And that's what we want to talk about, right? Like, Manchester United fans, get in the comment section, let me know, like, will Aaron Wan-Bissaka, will he be a miss? Like, will we miss him for his services, for his like work ethic? We loved his tackles, like the spider legs, the tackle from behind, like cutting across the forwards, taking the ball away from the striker. But we needed somebody more attacking as well, and I think that's what Aaron Wan-Bissaka could not provide, and hence it was something that we wanted for him to leave. We've been discussing, and it is done. Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham. So here we go. Agreement in place for the right back to join West Ham United from Manchester United as planned. Medical tests done. He will be announced as the new West Ham player very, very soon as well, and possibly he might even play the first game for West Ham. West Ham have been busy in this transfer market. They have done the deals that they've wanted. Fulkrug, I'm most excited about him, but signing a new midfielder and another center, another two midfielders, Fulkrug, and also signing Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And that led to a domino, which we knew the minute the deal was signed with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It was here we go for Manchester United. Manchester United wanted 2 players, right? Like, it was there's no kind of dearth of, it was nothing surprising, I would say. After the news coming that Neto had been signed by Pedro Neto, signed by Chelsea, it was a here we go for Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui, both coming from Bayern Munich. A deal approved on 45 plus 5 million for de Ligt, 45 plus 5 million euros in add-ons, 45 million fixed euros fixed, and 5 million in add-ons. 15 million plus 5 million for Mazraoui, eventually a 70 million euro deal overall. That's what Bayern had been asking for a while. They didn't budge on the numbers, and that's what's kind of happened eventually. But this is important, guys. Manchester United wanted a centre-back. They wanted a right-back. They wanted an attacking right back who, and Mazraoui can play with both his feet, so he can play left and right. So he's more versatile than we have seen with Wan-Bissaka. We know that Luke Shaw is still injured. We saw Licha Martinez play on the left, for us, and that's kind of an interesting thing, like how you kind of play and deal with it. But Manchester now were clear what they wanted. There was an interesting signing. We've been talking about it all summer here, guys. Manchester United fans, get in the comment section, let me know what you think. And it is a good deal. It is a good. Everybody's not going to say like DeLigt was a reject. He was playing behind Dyer, but then you have to understand that what that guy has done. He has captained Ajax when Ajax. He's captain Ajax in the Champions League. He has not during the Champions League, but he was a captain of Ajax when he was 18. He's just 24 years old. So have we signed the next Virgil van Dijk for cheap? Like we've spent less money and we've signed the right player. A beautiful moment for Manchester United for sure. The deal is on for and it's interesting, guys. Like I really like the fact that how we have been thinking about like we need a center back for a while, and then when we actually sign, we're basically saying, oh, maybe we're not interested, maybe that's not the best thing for us. But I'm really happy with these two deals happening through. Obviously, because and it obviously is from triggering of Wan-Bissaka to West Ham. Agreements have been taking place. It's a £15 million deal for Manchester United and Wan-Bissaka. And I'm sure that we would have wanted more money for him. And we had like bids for him last year for around 30 million from West Ham, but then we rejected them because we needed players. Like we couldn't sign players. And since that deal is done, Wan-Bissaka's deal going to West Ham has greenlit two players, Mazraoui and Matthijs de Ligt. And he will sign a 5-year deal. Both DeLigt and Mazraoui are signing 5-year deals. So this deal is up till 2029 with an extension for 1 more year possibly. So at 2030 June is when this deal possibly is done. Matthijs de Ligt as well. 45 plus 5 add-ons and 15 plus 5 for Noussair Mazraoui. Good moment for Manchester United. Two fresh players coming in. This would mean that the signal is clear for the old guard. Lindelof, Maguire will have limited game time, but it all depends on the injury crisis as well. Lenny Joro, the big man that we signed in early, the young midfield, the young centre back, has already been injured, so he will actually become a January summer signing when he comes back because he's out for 3 months, and then he possibly starts in January. But for then, we need to manage minutes across players. It seems like Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui will be available for the Fulham game on Saturday, and that's an important thing, guys. That's an important moment for me because I feel that we start with a new player on the block. That might be bringing the excitement. It's going to be exciting times for Manchester United. It's a here we go. 2 players done. Noussair Mazraoui and Matthijs de Ligt on the way to Manchester United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, thank you for your services. And you head to West Ham. De Ligt and Mazraoui done. But that is a very interesting news as well. Fábio Carvalho from Liverpool, is on his way to Brentford. It's a deal done. It's a here we go. Fábio Carvalho to Brentford. Here we go. Liverpool sell Carvalho. He was on a loan deal to other clubs last year, but then this was a permanent move, a permanent deal done. £20 million fixed with add-ons. Carvalho accepted the offer. And it's interesting that Liverpool will receive £20 million with 7.5 million add-ons from Brentford, and there is a 17.5% sell-on clause as well. So Liverpool have made sure that they would profit of this deal, but also thinking that Carvalho needs game time and he will be able to get this. Seems to me that he is not in the plans of Arne in discussed for quite a while. Important thing to know that it's very important thing to know that like he has. I really like Carvalho, but then he's fighting with Nunez, Gakpo, Jota, and Luis Diaz. Like we know on the right it's fixed with Mo Salah. Nobody's going to take his position. But on the left, it's very crowded with the centre back, with the left midfield and the left attacking option for Liverpool. Drama for Chelsea. Liverpool fans, let me know in the comments below what do you think about this signing. Fábio Carvalho on his way to Brentford. Brentford gets a really good player in my mind because they have Tony, they have Vissa, and the strikers. But then on the left, it's going to be very interesting to have a playmaker for them. More deals coming through or falling flat here. Chelsea, the big update in my mind. First, I want to get on a clean out that Chelsea has planned. Lukaku, Fofana, Chalobah, and Armando Broja. All these players are out of Chelsea's. Maresca does not want them. He has told the club that they need to find a solution for these players so that they can sell them off. There is discussions with Fulham and possibly other clubs for Armando Broja, but and Ipswich as well. So, but it's going to be interesting to see what really happens here. And important thing to know that there were interest from other clubs for Chalobah last year. Like there were German clubs who were interested in him, but nothing came to fruition. Important clean out. Of course, we know Fofana was discussed for Manchester United, but that did not happen either. Important 3 weeks for Chelsea to kind of clean out the players they don't want, and they need to kind of find the time and the space to kind of put this across. I'm sure there will be teams who would want them, but of course the wages that they earn at Chelsea will be the big concern. Like who would want to? They would need to want to go for like a much lower price tag, much lower wages and salary as well. It's going to be interesting to watch what is happening here. The biggest drama, though, is Samu Omorodion. The Atletico Madrid striker had signed for Chelsea this summer, but it seems all is not well in that land. Chelsea fans, get in the comments section. Let me know, what do you think about what's happening here? The details comes on. There are serious issues, and it's interesting. Like yesterday, they were talking about it. There are serious issues between Samu Omorodion deal as Chelsea now move currently considering to risk, but all parties are still working on it. Chelsea and Atletico are in contact to find solutions, and Omorodion deal could collapse. Both Athletic and Chelsea have clear plans. Gallagher and Julian Alvarez deal cannot collapse. So that's an important thing. Gallagher from Chelsea to Atletico Madrid, and Omorodion coming from Atletico to Chelsea was the deal, but they're hoping if the Omorodion deal does not go through, they don't want the other deals to kind of have a domino effect and start collapsing. But an interesting thing here, guys, Joao Felix is being considered as the Chelsea player as well. Atletico are working on a deal. Chelsea are part of the conversation with Atletico Madrid for Joao Felix, and it is going to be interesting. And this is then the story broke that Omorodion is already on his way to Madrid. There were different chances. It was serious issues with the clubs and the way the deal went through. And it's interesting that he had already kind of covered the medical and everything was okay. But Omorodion is on his way back to Atletico. Chelsea and Atletico are working very clearly on. They're both clear. There's no chance for Gallagher and Julian Alvarez deal to collapse after Omorodion deal is off. They want to find a new solution. And it is interesting that Joao Felix is being considered for back, but it is going to be the space to watch here. More updates eventually came through with the fact that Joao Felix has been considered. Jorge Mendes, the transfer guru, and also Jorge Mendes, who's his manager, who's the manager for Joao Felix, has been in London and has been talking to Chelsea over the deal. It's 1-year deal, but then he wanted more. But it's going to be interesting to see what he says. I think Chelsea will sign Joao Felix. Maresca would get another left player, another player who could create. He had a really good season with Barcelona, but Barcelona have signed Olmo as a target. They even dropped Nico Williams. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. But very crucial hours here, guys. Very crucial hours between Omorodion, between Joao Felix and what happens.
But Chelsea are not stopping. Chelsea will also work on. They're also working on outgoings. Lukaku is expected to join Napoli, guys. That's the big story. Conte wants Lukaku. Napoli want Osimhen to leave, but Osimhen needs to take a pay cut, salary cut. Nobody wants to pay the 200 million in transfer, like the release clause. So they need to trigger a new condition, and it's going to be interesting to see what really happens. But Lukaku, Fofana, Chalobah, Armando Broja, they are expected to leave. But it's going to be interesting if Joao Felix is on its way to Chelsea. Might be that Sterling as well is going. Noni Madueke is also interesting to watch out for, because if bids come in for other players for Chelsea, like Chelsea players, it might happen they are going. There is chances that Newcastle might be signing Madueke. They might be interested because they might sell Almiron to MLS, and they will not stop the deal if it goes through. Very important, crucial hours for Chelsea overall to kind of manage this across the season. What is happening? And on other side with Inter Milan, Lautaro Martinez signs a long-term deal till June 2029. He will stay 9 million euros net salary a year, plus add-ons on Lautaro. He always wanted to stay. He has been there he has given everything. But then everybody thought that Lukaku moving might possibly make him move as well. Just talking about like the Charlotte FC, the MLS club are in London, and they are discussing a deal for Miguel Almiron back to MLS. And it's going to be interesting because there are only 2 days left, or like 1 day left, for the transfer market window to close in the MLS. Newcastle are going to be busy. They are in talks with Crystal Palace for Mark Gahey as well, and they do expect that deal to close. But as I said, Noni Madueke could be the next Newcastle player as well. Depends on the next few hours and how this happens. Quick update on Zubimendi. Zubimendi, the deal has collapsed with Liverpool. Zubimendi will sign a new contract with Real Sociedad. So a big miss for Arne Slot. It's going to be interesting what Liverpool do now. Will they go for another player, or will they stay? Martin Zubimendi rejects Liverpool after he did the same with Bayern and Arsenal opportunities. Unconditional love for Real Sociedad. He's staying, open to signing a new deal, and that is going to be interesting. That will make him an important player in Real Sociedad. And also on like the continues for Omorodion. Chelsea and Atletico are still discussing, or Atletico are discussing what happens, what's the best deal for him. Samu Omorodion already had different solutions after the Chelsea deal has collapsed. Omorodion is back to Atletico. But this drama is not going to stop, guys. Chelsea fans, I want to really know, what do you feel? How are you feeling about all the Chelsea market drama? Is this like end of a club? It's just now become like a sale market. Like anybody comes, anybody goes. There's no, what's the philosophy behind these transfers? That's an important point. Conor Gallagher the deal has not collapsed. But Chelsea see all deals and Joao Felix as separate. Atletico can get Gallagher deal signed as close are ready. Chelsea request Conor back to London. And that's the big thing, guys. Chelsea have requested Conor Gallagher to come back to London so that they can negotiate the deal, because he's in Atletico, so it might give the confidence that this deal will go through eventually. But then Gallagher has been requested back to Chelsea. Interesting time, crazy drama. Chelsea fans, let me know in the comments what do you think. Sportswithmongha, thank you for the support for all the videos, guys. We're so close to 100 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. There's more transfer market update coming through for you in a couple of days. Chelsea is going to be is going to be the team to watch. Possibly Manchester United as well. Will we get Ugarte? Will we get a new midfielder? Because I think we still need it. We've seen it in the Community Shield. We need one more signing, or 2 more signings, I would say. One in the striker position, because Hoyland, and then we have Zeg. We need somebody with a number 9, more prowess, more experience, maybe. And let's see if you go for Fofana, another newcomer, and what happens there. Get in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about all these transfer markets. Let's get into it together. Thanks for watching. Support the channel. Very close to 100 subscribers. Thanks for supporting. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.